Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. Welcome back to Gospel News, where we drop update regularly on the latest happening and information that needs to be known and made known to the general public. If you have not subscribed to our channel, quickly do so and then click on the notification button to make sure you get our update. Happy Easter to everyone who is celebrating. Today is the 10th day of April 2023. All right, let's go straight to the reason why we are here. During the weekend, we missed a lot of update that needs to be aired to the general public. But today, as the week starts, a new day, we are here to make sure that we cover all those lapses that we had in the last past weekend. So let's go straight to the reason why we're here. As you can see on our screen, we have a lot of update to bring to your notice, and we are going to be dealing with all of them quickly without wasting much time. As you can see here, they say that Herdsmen attack boss, kill passenger, abduct 8 others in Delta State. This is Delta State too that has been saying, oh, we are not part of Biafra. It is Igbos that are the problems. It is IPOB. Some of them, or not all of them, because we know that there are responsible people who knows themselves in Delta State. Today, Fulani Herdsmen has come in to destroy them, to capture them. And remember, I think they said that one of these Niger Delta militant or Gakpatakpata is from Delta State, which is popularly known as Tompolo, if I am not mistaken. They have so much oil. Instead of him to fight for the defense of their people and they protect their freedom, he's there guarding pipeline for people who are looting in Abuja. We'll go into details of that and unravel the people and the mystery behind that. Now, also here we have another update. Return of bandit gunmen terrorize Niger, Kaduna, Kogi, Bayelsa, and Adamawa. Who are these gunmen? They are Fulani terrorists, Fulani Herdsmen, and their group of terrorists. They say that the same gunmen also stormed Osun ruler's palace, kidnapped wives, ruler. Others died chasing attackers. Look at the mayhem and chaos that these Fulani terrorists who are not even part of the country have been causing to the indigenous people. And the people are busy sleeping on a bicycle. No be juju be that. They say that this one happened even by us. So this is a very serious attack on Tompolo. So I will take it as an attack on this Tompolo we no know himself. Instead of him to stand for freedom and break away from this Fulani agendists, he is busy guarding pipeline for them. Not be juju be that. So let's start with the Fulani Herdsmen who attacked a bus and killed a passenger in Delta State. Now they said hoodlums known to be Fulani terrorist herdsmen have attacked a Toyota Sienna bus, killing 1 passenger and abducting 8 others between Ndemili and the Oliogo communities, Ndokwa West local government area of Delta State. Those of you who are from this part of Delta State will understand the area that I am describing to you to know whether it happened or it didn't happen. So nobody is safe in Nigeria anymore. So whether you are agitating, because we have learned that a lot of people feels that only those who are agitating for Biafra freedom are the ones at risk. I believe that these people who were kidnapped or killed during this particular attack from Fulani terrorists are not part of Biafran agitators. It was gathered that the vehicle was conveying the passengers from Onitsha, Anambra State, on Wednesday when it was ambushed and attacked at about 5 p.m. by hoodlums. A source said the deceased passenger was shot and died on the spot, while the others were whisked into the bush by their abductors, Fulani terrorist herdsmen. Tompolo, these are your people. Go and rescue them, because you have the weapons, you have the equipment, you have been guarding pipeline. I believe you can also guard life. It's not only pipeline oil that you can guard. Confirming the incident yesterday, Police Public Relations Officer of the State Command, Mr. Bright Edafe, said the attack was carried out by hoodlums who are suspected to be Fulani herdsmen and kidnappers. Edafe, however, could not confirm the number of persons that were kidnapped. You see, the number could be more than what we have on this report. Saying that the command was serious on the matter, he added that, "I heard that the driver and one passenger escaped yesterday, being Wednesday." This is how Fulani have penetrated into the so-called Niger Delta area, who have been claiming one Nigeria, we must remain in Nigeria. Today, the same people they are claiming to be one with are the ones who are killing them. Good luck to you all, Tompolo and his groups. As a Redokobo, Muna continue to the day there. This is an attack on you people, but you guys are acting, "Oh, Tinubu. It don't come, oh, it never even come. Voila, it don't start." These years that you people have voted, instead of to vote for Biafra freedom, or even vote for your own brother way near on a past, will be P2B, if you must remain in one Nigeria, if you want to die there, you even vote the one way near you past. You say, "Loriro," say na Tinubu na him go be your president. Tinubu, excuse me. Today, the result don dey call low. Na there that matter. Una fugo ko sime. So we proceed with more update. Let's see what happened here. As they say that Fulani, these same terrorists, Fulani people, have returned to Niger, Kaduna, Kogi, Bayelsa, and Adamawa state to terrorize them. No be small matter. Now, they say that after what appears to be a lull in their murderous activities during the general elections and cash crunch that hit the country, bandits and gunmen are back to their criminal act. Yesterday, they unleashed mayhem in at least 5 states, including Niger, Kaduna, Kogi, Adamawa, and Bayelsa state, killing scores of people and kidnapping no fewer than 34 people, including 2 police officers. They also carted away ammunition. Bandits killed 2 villagers, abduct 34, escaped with arms in Niger. Now, they said that 7 days after killing 7 people and abducting 26 persons, bandits on Sunday evening invaded Mashegu local government area of Niger State. This time, they killed 2 villagers and kidnapped 2 policemen. And they said that no fewer than 32 villagers, they kidnapped also no fewer than 32 villagers in this particular attack. The bandits were said to have gone straight to Ibi police station in Mashegu, attacked those on duty, and whisked away 2 of the policemen. So policemen is now being kidnapped in a country. 2 policemen with arms, with guns, with AK-47 rifles, who are meant to protect the people, are the ones who are being kidnapped. What about you and I, the ordinary people who does not even know how to use a machete? After sacking the policemen on duty, the bandits were said to have ransacked the armory in the station and carted away some arms and ammunition. We have never heard that they were engaged in while carting away the armory. A dependable source from the area told Vanguard that no fewer than 32 persons were abducted from different villages in the community. All the abducted villagers were taken into Ibi forest. The police have not deployed helicopters or gunships or APC armored vehicles to go and search for these people. But if it were to be in the east now, you hear ESN is chasing Fulani, ESN is clashing with terrorists, you will see Nigerian army. They will rush and deploy all sorts of equipment and start killing villagers if they cannot even find the ESN that are fighting the terrorists. No be juju be that. This is how Nigeria is functioning. And that reminds me of the words of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who has been under detention for quite some time now, when he said that he will drag them to the east and their communities will be destroyed. Today, it is happening before our own eyes. This incident happened about 24 hours after an unidentified aircraft hovered around the community and the police station. Some of the areas raided include Ibi and Mazakuka towns. Now, get this point that I am making to you now. They say that the incident happened after an unidentified aircraft. So my question now is, can an aircraft fly in Nigeria without the authorization of the government? The answer is Luriro, which means that the government are the ones aiding this terrorism in the country, Nigeria. Statistics show that 15 of those abducted are from Mazakuka town, while 9 are from Ibi town, and all of them, including the policemen abducted, were led into the forest, and they are yet to be traced till now, the source revealed. Policemen kidnapped Kuru and peacefully, without any retaliation, without any backup, without any response from the Nigerian police to engage those terrorists. There is no prompt service in Nigeria to fast track and also to track down these terrorists, even though it has become a menace and a mayhem every day. There is nothing put in place. The people and the country, they are being led by dumb animals in the zoo who cannot reason properly. That is why these things are happening and nobody is talking. Vanguard gathered that local vigilantes from Mokwa and New Busa trailed the bandits into the forest and engaged them in a gun battle which lasted for hours. Now you can hear that. Vigilante people engaged the people, which means that these vigilante people must have also called for reinforcement of the Nigerian army and the police, but they never came. They went on to battle these Fulani terrorists for hours. Why didn't they have any backup during this encounter with these terrorists? Why didn't they have Nigerian army helicopter, Air Force helicopter to come and assist them and even rescue the kidnapped police? Today, if this kind of thing has happened, if the Fulani Herdsmen are even kidnapped people in the southeast, they will tag it on IPOB ESN and they will see and they will go there and be burning down people's properties in the name of looking for ESN or retaliation. Or this country. Now, they say, unfortunately, the commander of the vigilante was killed by the bandit, and some of the bandits were also reported to have been killed by the vigilante members. Chai. The remains of the commander have been taken to his village and buried. May his soul rest in peace for fighting. But you are fighting on the wrong cause. The only solution to Nigeria is break up, to divide, so people who are bandit can bandit themselves and people who are normal can normalize themselves. All efforts to raise the Commissioner for Internal Security and Humanitarian Affairs, Mr. Emmanuel Omaro, proved abortive, just as the spokesperson of the State Police Command DSP Wasiu Abiodun could not be reached on his telephone line. Chairman of Mashegu local government area, Alhaji Omar Igede, had cried out over incessant attacks on the local government in the past 2 months and called on the government to come to their rescue as the villagers are fleeing their ancestral homes to take refuge in the Internal Displaced Peoples Camp IDP, thereby increasing the population of the camp geometrically. How don't see him. Now, how government killed APC ward chairman, others in Kogi. Remember that we are talking about the communities where Fulani terrorists have taken over. In Kogi, government on Saturday stormed the Ogane Nugu community in Dekina local government area and killed scores of villagers. The gunmen were said to have entered the village in the dead hours of the night and started shooting at everyone in sight. The world chairman of the All Progressive Congress APC, Mr. James Āttāck, was among those shot dead. So whether you are even supporting APC, it won't save you in this country that you are now. Whether you are part of the APC, when they will strike both you. Governor Bello Mons vowed not to surrender to gunmen. Reacting to development, Governor Yahaya Bello called for calm, over the attacks on communities in Oganenugu ward of the Kìdnap local government area by Fulani terrorist herdsmen. Describing the attacks as vile and satanic, the governor said the attacks were a calculated assault on the peace-loving people of Oganenugu who have enjoyed relative peace and security. Anywhere they want to stop this thing, maybe they will erect vigilantes and equip them with AK-47. The answer is no. They will never do that. They will always tell you that they are suing for calm while people are being killed every blessed day. Bello said his administration would continue to phase out crisis entrepreneurs from the state and ensure that those involved shall be brought to book under the laws. Loriro, story. He said the attacks were shocking and the government will never bow to the machinations of heartless elements in its resolve to rid the state of criminals. He commiserated with the people, particularly the families of James Āttāck and others affected by the ugly and unfortunate attacks. Governor Bello advised the people not to take laws into their hands as security agencies has been deployed to the troubled areas to ensure safety and to restore normalcy. Red decries slow response of security operatives. Una dey hear am? Now, in this case, everything has collapsed in Nigeria. And this story went on and on. Meanwhile, members, they said that members representing Yagba, Federal Constituency of Kogi State, and Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Customs and Excise, Elder Leki Agbejide, expressed displeasure over the herdsmen attack on the people of Oganenugu. Ajibade, in frontline governorship aspirant on the platform of African Democratic Congress, ADC, said he was saddened over the satanic attack on the people of Edede, Aloko, Ojakpata, and other communities in Oganenugu, which led to the loss of lives and burning of properties in the area. And he went on and on to lament over this continued attack by Fulani terrorists in Kogi State. And I want to jump some places where they are talking stories, while commiserating with the people, he said, there's a reason I'm clamoring for local government to be given full autonomy to be able to secure their environment and know who are within the community, and more importantly, those living within their farms and forests. If the resources are with them, they should have adequate number of those in town, bushes, farms, and forests via local census to determine immigrants into the communities and farms with the help of traditional rulers and chiefs. They will issue permit and mode of operation within their domain on how to live in peace both within and outside the community. Whoever breaches the agreement, we know there is a problem for him or her, and they can be perfected with the state government. And he urged the state government to fish out the perpetrators to give a little bit of comfort to the bereaved families. And then when we go to Bayelsa, let's see what's going on there. Now, they see that suspected assassins killed construction worker in Bayelsa. In Bayelsa, suspected assassins reportedly killed a construction worker identified as Wale and dumped his corpse along Gloryland Drive on the outskirts of Yenagoa, the state capital. The body of the deceased, a resident of Akenkpai, suburb of Yenagoa, was said to have been found on Saturday. Sources told Vanguard that the late Wale was ambushed by his assailant on Friday night on his way home along School Road, Akbenai, and was ordered to drive them to his car to an unknown destination. It was learned that the deceased had earlier called his wife to inform her that he was on his way home but failed to turn up. The lifeless body of the late Wale was spotted Saturday morning along the usually quiet Gloryland Drive expressway by passerby. The victim was said to have been shot in the head with his arm tied to his back. Contacted, they said that the police public relations officer PPO Asimin Buswat confirmed the development. And the killing went on and on and on and on. If we continue to read all these stories today, we no go rest, we no go sleep. So it's plenty, but I will continue from the government who stormed Oshun rulers' palace, kidnapped wives, rulers, others, and other people die while chasing them, with the video of Adamu Gaba on his own response to all these kind of things happening in the country. So stay tuned to this country to get more updates. I return with more news. God bless you and ciao.